In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex! The 80s Legends!
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Coastline is beautiful for our FBA Game of the Week. And what a treat we have for you today. The Florida Flight and the Pride both coming in to try to secure a victory. The Flight, led by Grant Gullett, at 4-4. The Pride on the other side of the floor, also at 4-4. As we bring you courtside here on a beautiful afternoon, a 4 p.m. tip-off. Jesse O. That's my main man, Alvin Delvey. Alvin, let's start with the Flight. They're on a winning streak here. They've won 3 in a row now. How do they get the dub in this one?
Well, they just continue to play through Grant Gullett, and he's really done an incredible job of really putting the team on his shoulders and doing a good job facilitating and attacking. Now, as a whole, the Flight has to do a good job of limiting turnovers. They have to attack the basket, and they have to do a good job rebounding the basketball.
So on the other side now, the Pride come in at 4-4. They're on a 3-game losing streak, but they do get Ayinde Blackman back this game, and he was huge for them last season. What can he do with the ball to help propel them to a victory?
Really, it's going to come for him on the defensive side of the basketball. He does a great job rebounding. He does a good job deterring shots, and he's going to have to be aggressive. He's going to have to be relentless. He's going to have to really do a good job of deterring the Flight from getting easy putbacks. And as a team, the Pride's going to have to do a good job of limiting turnovers, but attacking in transition. They're going to have to dominate on the glass.
All right, my man, what are your keys to the game for the Flight?
The Flight, they're going to have to limit turnovers. Biggest thing that's stalled them is turnovers. They're going to have to do a good job of taking care of that. They're going to have to do an even better job of attacking on the glass, but most importantly, they're going to have to solidify their defensive rotation, close out the shooters, and make sure that they're not giving up easy shots.
And what about for the Pride?
For the Pride, I think it's going to be a similar situation. They're going to have to do a good job of getting Ayinde Blackman comfortable on the defensive side. They're going to have to do a good job defensive rotations, not allowing the Flight to get comfortable. They're going to have to dominate in transition, and they're going to have to do an even better job of attacking the glass.
We're very excited for this one, and we're so excited that you're here with us today. The FBA Game of the Week, it's the Pride and the Flight. Who will get over 500? Well, we're going to find out through 4 quarters of action, the starting lineups and tip-off up next here on YouTube and Facebook Live, presented by Poly Wealth Management.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data in sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration. and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@navylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Back here for the FBA Game of the Week. As both coaches meet at center court, it's the Flight and the Pride. Florida Flight, led by Grant Gullett, who's having a stellar season so far, leading the league in a lot of major categories, Alvin. And that's what you want from your main superstar, especially in a year where you did lose Brandon Moss and you did also lose Elliot Glegg.
Exactly what you said it perfectly. You had a big three, and you lose two of those three, so now you expect that one to take over, and that's exactly what he's done. He's been able to do it on both ends of the court. He's been able to execute in transition, and really a leader for this team. The Flight are going to go as far as Grant Gullett takes them.
So for the Pride, their head coach, Christopher Espinosa, actually came in halfway through last season, but he's been doing a great job with this squad. They started off the year 4-0 and are on a little bit of a slide right now.
So did a great job, like you mentioned. Last year he came in and you could immediately see the improvement for the Pride, and coming off to a hot start, that's incredible. That's tough to do. But obviously, like you said, they've been a little backslidden. They've lost their way, and they're trying to do everything they can to right the ship, and this is going to be an intense game for them on both ends. Obviously, throughout warm-ups, you could just hear the intensity from them, from different leaders like Alex Ford, guys just really trying to make sure they understand the importance of this game, and they're going to come with it.
So for the Flight, led by Coach Mark King, he's in his 12th season as a coach and is also the chairman of the Florida Basketball Association. His team, last time they played against Central Florida Blazers, ended up dropping that one last-second shot of the game, desperation heave. How do they not let that happen here?
Well, in that situation, obviously what you're going to want to do, well, actually it's not obvious. That one, later in that game, they had an opportunity to foul before letting him shoot that three. He's one of those guys who could pop for 40, and obviously in that fourth quarter he went ballistic. But in a game where you lose by one or you have a last-second shot, you go back to key moments of the game, and in that moment, it was the second quarter, I believe. There's a moment in that game where they lost their way and the Blazers went on the run. If they could eliminate that moment, if they can go and scrub that in this game and play 4 full quarters of elite basketball, they'll be just fine.
0-0 up on the clock. We're about to go down to the floor for our starting lineups now. We're slow and steady wins the race today, getting this one started, but that's okay. So on the other side for the Pride, their owner and one of their players, Greg St Remy, in his 10th season now here in the Florida Basketball Association. How about that, Alvin?
Incredible. Longevity is something to be noted, and 10 years is no slouch. 10 years ago, what were you doing? I was, playing Madden, thinking about homework, trying to figure out how to drive.
Yeah, I was probably playing some baseball somewhere. I was on a club team trying to make it to college, so.
Yeah, 10 years, that's a very long time to be doing this, and a lot of time to hone your skills, hone your craft, get better every day. And that's always the funny part, because when you look at records, this is a complete tangent I'm about to go on, but when you look at records, you know, people talk about the GOAT conversation, which I hate, but, you know, we're going to talk about just numbers. You look at, in any sport, you look at those longevity awards, and a lot of times people discredit that, but I think that is to be commended, because if you can be elite for a long time, that's not easy. People have film on you. People have ways to attack you and put a chink in your armor. So to be great for a long time, that's something to be noted, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Alex Ford, Brian Brown, James Nicholson L., Rodney Williams, and Richard Branch on the floor to start for the Pride, and for the Florida Flight, it's going to be Grant Gullett, Travell Dickerson still in the starting lineup. Had a little bit of a rough game last time. Kenny Long, Sam Therault, and Caleb Winfrey. So Nicholson L and Therault at center court. Ball is live. Game of the week underway. So here's Winfrey to start things off. Winfrey up top. Dickerson, catch and shoot. Off the mark on that one. So now Richard Branch will run the offense for the Pride. Brown, left wing. Now a few dribbles inside. Back out to Ford. Ford will pump one. Just off the front side of the rim. Rims out. And Kenny Long now will get things started. Kenny Long was part of that Claremont Crocs team that won the FBA championship last year against this Florida Flight team. The Crocs no longer in the FBA this season. Brown catches that one on an air ball. Nicholson L, just a little bit strong. Williams the rebound, back to Branch, left side, 10 feet. Off the mark. A longer two. Long now. Back for the Flight. Other side, Crafty with his dribbles. Outside to Therault. Big men shoot threes in the FBA, but that one was an air ball.
They shoot them, they just don't always make it. But early on in this game, both teams trying to find their footing. Let's see who could take the lid off the basket first.
Still a 0-0 game here. Williams from the right elbow. Now back outside Brown. A few dribbles to the right, surveying the floor. Brown was great in the latter part of the season last year, and Ford the follow-up.
And Ford, another one. Great in last year's finale. Now the first to knock that rust off and get a bucket. Ford expected to have a big game.
Gullett to Long, no.
Long shoots a little long.
Yeah, I was going to say. Ford now to Brown on the other side. Brown, a take down the lane, batted out of bounds. Dickerson, great defense, pressuring down there in the lane.
That's definitely something they've worked on, because right now we see two possessions that end in a block. Grant Gullett getting a block earlier, and right there getting a block. Good job by the Flight early on.
Williams, the scoop up and in from the left side.
Broadcaster's curse is in full effect. Great job getting to the teeth of the defense, flipping it up and getting it in. 4-0.
Gullett on Nicholson L. Being pressured from the outside, now underneath. And he's fouled as he went up for the reverse under the basket.
And right now you could just see the complete 180 for the Pride. You just feel that intensity from their bench. You really revolutionized the culture there. Unable to get a clean stop on Grant Gullett, but you know, not many people can. But
no.
Do love the intensity that they're coming out with. They're very loud. They make sure you understand that they're here to play for 4 quarters. I love that. Grant Gullett, obviously a tough guy on the block, and I believe he's going to get crafty, 30 for 30 himself. Really trying to solidify his MVP votes.
He puts the first 2 in. Now back up top, here's Ford. Into the lane, spinning, and Therault the rebound. Ford was a three-point, he was like their main three-point shooter for the Pride last season, and has done an excellent job again so far this year. Dickerson, right side, now Long, back up top. Gullett, long one, puts it in. 5 points for Grant Gullett.
That's the Coach King offense right there. You see multiple passes, and then you get a wide open shot by the star player, knocks down a very comfortable, relaxed tray ball, and hits the bottom.
Inside, Nicholson L. Williams couldn't put it back in, and we're going fast break back the other direction. Long into Gullett! The Jer Bear Stare!
Kenny Long sauce walking between the legs. Grant Gullett with the extendo finish. How about a turnaround for the flight?
Brown underneath. His first basket of the game.
Oh, Jesse, how many of those do you think we're going to get? Oh, I'm excited.
I don't even know. This is very evenly matched teams is what we're seeing here.
Very politically correct answer. I love it. We're going to prize some bets out of you.
Brown the rebound, going back the other way. 7-6 ball game. Under 8 minutes left to go. Williams, the runner from the right side, goes in. He's got 4.
Just like you said, it's barely evenly matched. Back and forth we've been going.
Now the Pride were in dead last year for the FBA. I think they only had, what, 1 or 2 wins?
Yeah, it was one. It was rough. It was really rough for them. And now you see them, they start off super hot. They're a little bit backslidden. However, all the games that, not all of them, but majority of the ones that they've lost have been 1 to 5 point discrepancy. So they're very in tune this year, very middle of the pack, have some hot streaks. They've turned this thing around.
Eight to 7 game. Winfrey from the line, shooting his second.
Wow, and really going back to that highlight play we saw from Grant Gullett and Kenny Long, if those two can figure it out, that will be fireworks for this offense. Both guys very athletic, very crafty.
The reverse, Yusuf Elwise. So this guy comes in his first game out of college from Weber International University, played for the Warriors, and in his first attempt at a basket is able to put one through.
And really, we'll get into it if he does what he said he was going to do, but he compared himself to a great. So a phenomenal finish right there, very crafty around the basket. I'm excited to see what Harper's going to do when he gets in a little bit that bag.
Winfrey out to Therrell. And that's a great shooter's touch by the big man from the charity stripe.
Sam Therrell doing a great job of executing in that free throw extended range right there, knocking down a jumper.
From the outside, off the mark, Therrell at the rebound. And now here's Long going back the other way.
Almost got an 8-second there.
Yeah. Joe Moran back in the game. He was hitting threes in their last one. Catch and shoot, Winfrey. Got it! Caleb Winfrey for 3. And the flight on top by 4.
High man bun fade on high man bun fade right there. Winfrey has been the X factor for the flight in every game he's played in. This game, I don't see it being any different.
Inside, a foul underneath for Elwise.
And right there, Grant Gullett just showing off the bunnies for absolutely no reason. There's no reason for him to just jump and put his head at the rim, but he's doing it.
It's Elwise, 6'2", about 165 pounds. Can play the guard, can play as a forward, at the line to shoot 2. First one's good. How about his acrobatic shot, though, for his first basket in the FBA?
That's how you get it done. He has supreme confidence. He's dripping with swag, obviously, in the way he plays. I'm excited to see what he's going to do the more comfortable he gets in his game, because if you're doing that as your first bucket, oh man, wait till the fourth quarter when the game's real on the line and you're really feeling confident. Great defense too.
Long now with a take down the lane. He's so good with that first step that he just gets an edge and finds a hole somehow. Ford on the other side, just off the front side of the iron.
Going back to that Kenny Long bucket, that's that Philly coming out of him.
And Farrell on the catch from Winfrey, and Winfrey with the assist.
And this is the edge that the Flight's been hoping for. This is the game that the Flight need, really either team needs. These are the games that you want to come out on top with. It's very competitive, very close, you're in it.
Oh my, amazing move there, but a 10-cent finish by Elwise.
You'll take that though, that's a bag he's getting into.
Winfrey on the runner, couldn't put it through, just a little bit strong for him. Ford other way, swings it all the way out to the left, Elwise three! And he banked it off the left side, he got his own rebound off the leg of his own teammate, and it's going back the other direction.
The first bad possession we've seen really in this game.
Moran. And now Gullett surveying to the right side. Long. Down to the right side. Back up top, Joe. Moran banks it in as the shot clock buzzes. Wow, got that one off just in time from the left elbow. And now Joe Moran with his first basket of the game. Has two, and the Flight lead by 8.
I think those are two of the better shots we've seen to break it open. We got Youssef and we have Joe. Youssef with a flashy finish and Joe with a buzzer beater.
There's Nicholson L up with the left hand. His first bucket of the game.
A nice saucy finish as well.
Moran back to the right side. Let's see what this kid's got. Spinning to the right. Now gives it off baseline to Kenny Long. Long trapped underneath.
And right there, that's a good job by the Pride. Obviously, you don't want to trap with 3 guys. However, when someone's in a position where they're below the basket, they can't be a threat to you offensively, and you blitz like that, you have to win. And they did just that. They won there, forced the 3 seconds in the key. That's the possession they needed to try and spur them on an offensive run.
Under 4 minutes to go, and a full timeout on the floor taken by Coach Mark King. His team is up by 6.
At NV Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, NV Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@nvlabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Game so far in a 20-14 ball game. The Florida Flight up by 6. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, Jerry Pettit, and everyone here at the Silver Bullet Media Academy making these games possible. Nicholson L now with the possession, now to the left side. Elwise fouled and couldn't put it through. But 2 more shots for Yusuf Elwise.
Elwise is a clear 2 guard, or that's the role that he's playing with this lineup. Very aggressive, getting downhill, and earned himself a trip to the free throw line.
Unable to make the first one.
But, you know, as we always do, we like to take a second to appreciate the shoe game that is on the
please
court.
go right
now,
ahead.
We have a plethora of Kyries, but you have the late, great Kobe Beans on the court in that nice lime green display, that colorway. Shoe game's looking incredible.
Moran, a tough drive inside. It's knocked away. St. Remy recovers up to Elwise. Elwise on Dickerson. Right side. Branch, no look pass to the outside near us to Brown. Good ball movement there by the Pride, but they couldn't get anything.
That was a great job by the Flight because they wanted something, but the Flight did a good job of getting back.
Branch, a low arcing shot off the backside of the rim. Dickerson now the other way. Hunting for his first basket. Inside, Gullett on Nicholson L. Now St. Remy will step up. Moran, fluorescent. Now Gullett again, who will probably be in the MVP conversation, finds an inside move and takes it.
That's a great up and under, but if you're playing with Grant Gullett and you know they're doubling on that backside, be ready for an open jump shot. Try to sneak into a window so you get a nice, easy-looking three.
St. Remy just off on that one. 22-15, Flight up by 7.
They're doing a good job of controlling the pace right now, really executing their half-court offense.
Here's Dickerson running it from the outside. Now Gullett in on Nicholson L. Left side, Winfrey a take into the lane, and just a little bit strong off the backboard. He's been hitting the gym. St. Remy other side, and Grant Gullett a block.
Oh.
Dickerson and a blocking foul on Elwise.
Wow, so we got fireworks on both sides. Grant Gullett with his second incredible block on one end, and then on the other, just a half second too late by Youssef to draw that charge. Definitely contact, but that charge and block call is such a slight window. You want to make sure if you're the defender, you own that real estate, that part of the court before the offensive player gets his head and shoulders there. And obviously for the offensive player, you want to get your head and shoulders behind the hips of the defender to draw that blocking call right there. Obviously, Dickerson winning that battle, winning that race, really.
Now Dickerson to the line.
And like you mentioned, Dickerson obviously had a few struggles in their past few games.
Yeah.
And right now doing a better job of, even though his shot's not falling, but he's doing a better job of making an impact, moving the basketball, hustling on defensive end. So he's making his impact in other ways outside of scoring. And hopefully a trip to a free throw line will get his shot back flowing the way it used to be.
Mike Scalco checks in for Caleb Winfrey.
Not enough good could be said about Caleb. What he does, he's a high flyer. He can shoot the three. He's aggressive on the defensive end. He's very athletic. He can make tough steals. He can play in the passing lane, long arm. So good game for him so far.
Ball tipped around. Joe Moran, the young kid, just stepped out of bounds. A great effort by the young guy.
Great hustle right there, and really the only reason why he didn't get that ball is because he didn't want to ruin our technology. So I appreciate Joe for that split second hesitation.
And 24-15 the score now.
Keeping us out of a concussion protocol.
St. Remy a swish through the net. A long two.
St. Remy is really skilled. Does a good job of taking the game, taking what the defense gives him, and right there they gave him a two and he knocked it down.
Moran in trouble, taken away by Branch. Branch back inside. Elwise, it's on the floor.
That's a good job by Joe. Obviously not on the offensive end. They did a good job trapping him, getting that steal, but not allowing an easy bucket for Youssef.
Grade 30 on the floor, push.
Another edition of the Salmon Kings. Let's see what Williams is going to do.
So Lloyd and Ford are in. Elwise and Branch are out. Let's see what we got. So here's the inbound. St. Remy to the right side, trying to make it over. Gullet! St. Remy, 2 in a row.
Skilled. Greg St. Remy in and out package, gets to a spot and knocks down the jumper.
Gullet with a screen. Now gives it up Dickerson from the left elbow. He lost that one, and he was able to regain it back. That's lucky, and then he tipped it out. Wow. They are all over Dickerson. They understood the assignment.
They definitely did, and really this Pride defense, this is what brought them those 4 games we saw initially, doing a great job of attacking the ball handler.
Scalco off balance. And a shot clock violation. It could have been by the Florida Flight, but the ball's going back the other way now. Brown from the outside. Now left. Dickerson cuts that one off. Dickerson's defense has been really good today, and the offense not so much. Nicholson-El with the right hand.
And like you mentioned, Dickerson's defense has been where he's made his impact, but he's got to do a better job of staying poised on the offensive end.
Williams out of bounds right towards us. Alvin Suss, life flashed before his eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, I'm still seeing my highlight reel of my life.
What's the first thing you think of when that happens?
I thought of the millions of times I've watched Space Jam as a kid.
Really?
And I thought of the outstretched arm of Jordan getting that dunk at half court. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Good.
I was like, I'm meeting the Lord. I've been praying.
10 seconds left to go on the game clock here in the first. Fluorescent. Just a little bit strong. 3-point game. 4 seconds left to go. Now 3. Scalco gets it back. Shot up. And that one bounces in for 3. Mike Scalco finishes the first quarter with a 3. The Flight up by 6. Another 12 minutes to play, up and coming after the timeout break. This is the FBA Game of the Week, presented by Poly Wealth Management.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
(27-21), second quarter of action now underway. And a great shot by Scalco to end that quarter, Alvin.
Yeah, just like he drew it up. Step back 3, bounce off the front rim. Reminiscent of that Kawhi shot.
Ford from downtown. Ford's got 5 points.
And he's going to score a lot more. That was a nice looking tray ball.
I remember last year when we were talking about the Flight, it was just all about right back. There's Dream Williams. But I was saying, like, last year, the Pride were not on a great stretch, Alvin. And every time, you know, they started to get back into ball games, Ford was hitting shots. And so there were possessions where he just didn't even touch the ball.
Yeah.
And you would always say, okay, give the ball to Ford. Everyone clear out and just let him do his thing. And I think you said that like every single game of the Prides that we called.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up winning a game because of Alex Ford.
He dropped the 30 ball.
Yeah, he had to get 30 for them to win that one. But the Pride a lot better looking this year. They give it up to Lloyd down low amongst the trees. And he's fouled.
And really, they're winning. They're in this game because of the culture that they've instilled. That's what won them the games early on in the season, and you can see that boiling over into this game. Obviously, just this game's a 2-possession game. You're very much in it, anyone's game so at this point, but watching it live, you just got to appreciate that, because like you said, last year, man, they only had a few bright spots, and it was for a few quarters here and there, a few plays here and there, versus now they're doing this on a very consistent basis. There's only a few plays I could remember where the possessions end in a negative fashion. So love the way they've been able to revolutionize their play style and really build a culture and a sense of community, and really have their play style represent the name on the front of their jerseys.
Lloyd splits the free throws, and now he's got his first point of the game.
That's always rough when you just got one on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Lighten it up. Mama, watch me.
5-point game. Fluorescent catch and shoot, long 2. Left it short. A football pass ahead to St Remy, who's able to corral that one in. Lloyd wide, but you know what? We're going to call that one a pass. Sedano, his first 2 points from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
You said Bethlehem.
Yeah,
I started singing hymns.
Didn't know that there was such a place in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, hymns started coming to my mind. I was getting ready to walk with my cross, but, you know, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, the Mecca of all Bethlehems in the United States. 3-point game. Fluorescent from the far side sets inbound. He's got Long guarded by Lloyd, well out beyond the arc, and now Lloyd will give Long some space. Long not necessarily a 3-point shooter, but is great at moving the ball around the horn. Here's Williams. Long inside with the putback off the mark and a foul.
And that's a good job just staying with it right there. Kenny Long just wanted it more than everyone else did, earned himself a trip to the line.
So that foul will go against Sedano.
And Kenny Long has a pretty well-decorated resume, but most notably is he was a former walk-on, played his heart out, just trying to do anything to get on the court, get the coach to notice him, earns a spot at a D2, takes that job. You know, life, takes an unexpected turn, ends up with the Crocs, wins a championship, comes back and goes against the runner-ups and has his impact felt. That Philly mentality is running rampant in Kenny Long's veins.
Long to the other side. Now he's on the right wing, guarded by Lloyd. Pump fakes left. The 5-footer off the mark for the rebound. Alex Ford, full steam ahead. Down to the right block, Sedano with the bank, and now it's just a 2-point game.
Good job running the lane by Sedano. But I love that matchup with Alex Ford on offense and Terry Cleveland on defense. Let's see how that matchup turns out.
Terry Cleveland for 3. Swish through the net. Extends the lead.
Nice looking shot by Cleveland, banging home a trifecta. The well has been ripped open.
St Remy surveying. Brown inside, lost it. Long recovers, and now Long looking ahead, but he's got a 1-on-2. Williams open right side. Williams, and that one's viciously batted away by St Remy. The flight recover. Cleveland in trouble. Double teamed. And now Kenny Long will be fouled by Ford. As Terry Cleveland gives us a flex.
Yeah, good flex right there, because he wasn't able to get it because he protected it. And like you mentioned, a big slap by St. Remy. That was because the ball was exposed. You hear a slap as pure and clean as that. It's because on the take you exposed it. Cradle that thing, move it, go low, do something. Don't allow the ball to just be exposed. You don't want to allow the pigskin to the defenders.
So as you can see on the monitor now, Alvin. You have our shoe game on. What are you rocking?
I got the Van colorways. I got the, I don't know what they're called. I'm not going to lie to you, but they're crispy. I hope.
Sedano, a vicious rejection by Grant Gullett, toying with them like Toys R Us. Which is now closed, by the way.
Yes.
That's tough.
Hey, it sounded good off the tongue, man. I like that, but Grant Gullett did close any opportunity for a bucket there. I see what you're doing. That was a double entendre.
I got you a few times a game.
The latest and greatest. Going back to our shoe game. Oh, we can't see it yet. Just wait till we pan over to us. We're gonna show some of that shoe savvy. Show some of that drip we got going on. We learned it in.
Look at Cleveland's socks, though.
His socks matches Brown's shoes. Stuff like that, you just can't write it. Like, that's perfect for me. My day is made.
Back the other side. Underneath, Williams had that one knocked away.
I don't know if he smoked that or forgot blocked.
I think he got that was a contest at the rim. Catch and shoot. Just a little bit strong. The flight still hunting for a few threes. Kenny Long, will he be the one? Oh, mamma mia!
Oh, it's a hot one today.
(37-29), and an 8-point game. Ford spinning into the lane, up with the left hand, and kisses it off the glass.
That was beautiful. To glide through the air like Iceman Gervin and flip it up with the right hand back facing the basket, that's difficult and tough. Alex Ford in his bag once again.
Inside, the floater. Terry Cleveland coming alive in this game, makes that one from 7 feet right side.
The flight looked like a well-oiled machine today. This is great to see. Guys are cutting, they look like they're in sync. That chemistry meter is all full.
That one just rims out for Ford. And now Kenny Long directing traffic. Spins right side. Long underneath. And that one's batted out of bounds. Long obviously running amongst the trees there. Here comes Judah Winfrey.
And Judah Winfrey comes in and can light it up from beyond the arc. Adds a defensive edge as well. So excited to see him, Terry, and two of the defensive-minded guys on the team coming in to see how they impact the game.
Farrell, that one is a long two that bounces in. Farrell has a lot of those. It's not ever like it looks pretty going through the net, but it drops through nonetheless.
It really does. I thought you were talking about the long twos. I was going to say because he got a size 70 shoe. It's hard to keep his toes off the line.
Winfrey back the other way. A hard pass, just a little bit strong for Mr. Terry Cleveland. 10-point game, flight up. Still here with 6.5 left to go in the second quarter. Branch. Now Sedano, Lloyd, the floater will fall. And now Lloyd with 3 points.
You're doing a good job.
He had one up on the stat sheet until then. There's Cleveland, nope. And a reach-in foul underneath by Winfrey.
Winfrey's doing actually a really good job of not drawing a lot of fouls, that being the first one. So hopefully they could continue to do just that. I don't know if they took them to Carrabba's, Red Lobster, but they did a good job in our 2-week hiatus.
2-week hiatus, yeah, we were gone for 2 weeks. Where'd you go, Alvin?
Miami.
Nice.
Where'd you go, bud?
West. That one taken to the west by Sedano for
Slanging
2.
out west. Shout out.
Bank it out west.
Go Metallic Knights.
We're not going to start that right now.
We actually have a great game.
Inside Long, again gliding into the basket.
Left hand finish on the right side. You do that when, oh my.
Elweiss underneath, Sedano fouled, couldn't make it from right underneath the hoop.
Cat got my tongue because once you see someone hustle like that, like Terry Cleveland did, you either win that and you get an easy layup, or on the underside, you get a nice easy bucket. But Great hustle by Terry Cleveland. An even better job by Youssef finding his man to get a trip to the line.
43-35. And now Sedano at the line.
But back to that finish. You finish with the left hand or the wrong hand when you have someone hanging on your back or on that opposite side. So good job by Ken recognizing where the defense is and getting a good finish in traffic.
5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Both shots missed by Sedano. Here's Allende Blackman, who's back in the game. And Brown will be fouled.
Now we're starting to get some calls.
Foul. We'll go against Sam Theriault.
Terry Cleveland gave them good minutes. Gave him a 3, gave him great hustle, gave him the good intangibles, leadership. Those are good, hard minutes for Terry Cleveland.
Brown from the far side.
Mike Brown, Bobby Brown, what Brown we talking?
I guess it's the near side as you're seeing it on your screen.
That's 4 blocks by Grant Gullett.
Blackman fouled.
That is 4 blocks for Grant Gullett. We're halfway through the second quarter. That is insane.
He's an MVP caliber player.
Easily. Highlight reel. Mr. 30 for 30. Blackman was an X factor for them last year. Missed a game, first game back. He struggled from the stripes. Let's see if he's been able to work out those free throw demons.
43-35. Under 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Blackman now to the line. Wow, we really like to take our time with the floor cleanup here.
Oh yeah, we get some Fabuloso, play some Michael Jackson, some 80s music, some Sade. You know,
I feel like Jerry's more of a Beatles guy.
Oh yeah, for Jerry. Everywhere Jerry goes, they play 80s music. That's just what happens when you have a beard that sick.
They walk in, 80s.
DJ caters to his motives.
That is probably true.
Oh, he told me. He has footage as well. Jerry Bear, he has that gravity. When you walk in the room, you just wanna make sure he's happy. DJs know it, servers know it.
The American people know it.
And now you know it.
Yep. I'm educated. Blackman, good on that one. Gullett to the left side now, guarded by Sedano, well out beyond the arc. Gullett looking for an opening, and he'll try to drive inside. And he wanted a foul. I thought he was fouled.
It definitely looked like there was some contact on that wrist there, but that's what Blackman's going to have to do. He's going to have to challenge every shot at the rim and really make his presence felt. Make them understand that when I'm in this game, you're not going to be rim running the same way you have been, but definitely believe there was some contact there.
Winfrey in traffic. Theriault outside. Good! Knocks it down.
The quick release. Sam Theriault's in his bag. Right side, left side, doesn't matter. Get him the rock and watch him slide.
Theriault has 9. Branch in some trouble. Caleb Winfrey, his defense is impeccable. And sometimes it's like 50-50 with the officials too. Gullett the steal. Gullett back the other way, the Euro step. And now a 12-point lead. Gullett, by the way, has 11 points.
Good job shooting the gap and executing in transition. Grant Gullett getting another bucket.
Blackman, good ball movement. Elwise from way downtown. Theriault saves it right to Elwise, and Elwise with the reverse underneath. Couldn't put it through, but Sedano able to recover. He's got 8. Long,
oh my.
A spin past Sedano. Pulls up, left it short, probably was tipped. And a push by the offense that's going back the other way.
That was a great move by Kenny. But the tween with the spin is very hard to stay on your feet. Gets a shot. But that was a great recovery to get his hand on the basketball.
48-38. 4:04 to go. Now the Pride in the bonus.
Pride doing a good job of sticking with it, not letting this game get out of hand. Right now, the Flight is shooting incredible. Their offense is flowing. They're doing a good job on the defensive end, really fine-tune a bunch of things. They were able to get a lot done in this 2-week hiatus.
So the thing you and I always talk about, Alvin, is late game free throws, but this is just all free throws seems to be the problem for the Pride.
You really, in a game like this where it's only 10 points, it forces you to think, you know, you get 5 attempts at the free throw line or 5 trips to the free throw line and you smoke all of them. You know, even if you're 80%, what does that leave you? You're down 2, you know? So when you struggle from the free throw line, it really puts you in a bad position, especially in tight ones.
Here's Long to the right side. Gullett had that one taken away. Blackman back the other direction. Blackman fouled from the left side. And Gullett a little flabbergasted by the call.
Yeah, definitely upset about that screen and roll execution with Quan, but you gotta really love seeing a big rumble and bumble down the court and actually get all the way to the rim. That was a great job by Blackman. It feels like when a big's running down the court, not running down, but when they have the rock and they're leading that fast break, sometimes it could feel more so watching a gazelle on Animal Planet, and then you see that cheetah coming in, and it's like, is the gazelle gonna get there, or is this cheetah just gonna?
Is he gonna pass the water hole, or is the cheetah gonna feast?
Right there, the gazelle got to the water hole. Unfortunately, that was an alligator waiting there. He smoked the free throws.
Yep. Gazelle's dead anyways.
Oh, God.
Back the other way.
Gotta love the BBC channel.
Yeah. Here we go, 48-40. This is the score. 3:26 left to go in the second quarter. Branch with the bounce pass to the right. August gives it up. Brown. It's going back the other way. Dickerson, let's see what he can do on the offensive side of the floor. Gullett on Blackman, will step back. Gullett for 3. Under 3 minutes left to go.
Right there, a missed opportunity for the Pride. They had a man leaking out. You want to execute in those gimmies.
Underneath, Brown puts it in.
We're getting, as a foul's called right there, but we're getting a lot of miscues on the Flight's defensive side right there. The initial fast break and then the back door. So 2 huge errors by the Flight. Obviously, the Pride were able to capitalize on that.
48-42. An inbound just a little bit strong our direction.
Jesse
and Jerry, you want to kiss the basketball real quick? Do it. You got it. Here we go. Back to the action. Yep.
Come on, sub.
Give me a shot. I got it.
With the tray ball.
The last time I did play basketball, I did lose 11-3, though.
To a professional athlete, which makes it even worse.
But it's also understandable. I don't do this for a living.
That's fair. But the worst part about it is very intimate loss that you will hear, hopefully for the rest of your life.
Probably. They bring it up all the time. And then I tell them I'm way better at bowling.
Ah.
And tennis. We actually played some tennis recently, too.
How'd that turn out?
Actually, we're both equally as bad, so it's perfect. Outside, Gullett, a catch and shoot three. And a huge hit on the floor. Elweiss was playing UFC. And he's actually wide open on the left wing right now. They're going to find him. Inside now, the UFC fighter with the rejection.
He just lands really hard.
Yeah, wow, that dude barrels out.
The only bad part is...
I'm surprised he's slower to get up on the second one. The first one, there was a lot more of a thud.
Well, Jesse, let me tell you this.
It's like if a tree falls in the forest, do you hear it? That one, there were a few people around. The first one, he was the only body that hit the floor, so that's all I'm saying. Carry on, Alvin.
That makes sense, but the reason why I think that I was a little slower to get up is because, you know, this is hardwood, and hardwood is undefeated. So right now, he is 0-2. So that third one, he's going to get up just a little bit slower. And I think the speed at which he falls has an inverse relationship with the number of times he falls. I think it's going to be slower and slower and slower.
It's like a logarithmic graph. It like goes up at an exponential rate, and then it kind of like barrels out, and then it just gets more and more painful every time.
I don't think he has any pads on under that either.
Doesn't look like it. People don't normally wear pads in basketball. I mean, maybe on your knees.
Oh, man, depending on who you play. I know for me, you know, obviously this is certain guys, you know, Draymond Green's going to wear pads because he understands what his role is. He's going to stir the pot. You know, Grant Gullett has pads on.
I don't think that the Pride have made 2 free throws in a row yet today.
Right now he's getting some
stairs in.
Yeah.
He hasn't played really since college, so, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get in shape. Mid-game, opportunity presents itself, take it. Football pass ahead, cut off by August. Victor Kwan gets it back. That one just rims out. Gullett, the rebound and the putback. Gullett now with 13 points. 7-point lead for the Flight with 1.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Elweiss way downtown, left it short. And August fouled.
Elweiss he's on target. He just doesn't have legs right now. So maybe that's him not playing since college. But he has the stroke, he has the confidence, just doesn't have the legs. And right now, Flight absolutely livid that was called, and some of the ones on Grant wasn't called. And I'll just put that out there as objectively as possible because I can't necessarily see from this angle if Grant's getting fouled. But it's kind of like Shaq. You could always call a foul.
So here comes Aaron Richards into the game. 50-43. 1.5 minutes to go. August puts that one through.
Aaron Richards is a sleeper athlete, meaning he doesn't necessarily look like he's going to come out and light you up, but then somehow, someway, he always does.
And a foul from the backside there.
And right there, as Blackman seemingly erased a shot, a foul going up, that always hurts because Blackman was going to put that on his highlight tape. He's putting that on his highlight tape regardless.
So here is Caleb Winfrey on the other side. That one will go for him. Now 4 points for Winfrey, the older Winfrey brother. It's funny, they're both very different. Caleb Winfrey, a little more outspoken and everything. Judah Winfrey, just a quiet baller.
You know, it's crazy, but that's typically how it goes. You always have the older one who's typically the more outgoing one. He's the go-getter, he's hard-nosed, and the younger brother, typically, if they're around the same age, they're going to be more reserved. Still just as gritty, but just won't speak about it as much.
August back to Blackman. Few dribbles inside by Calix. He's going to float that one in.
And Calix, despite his size, has absolute rockets for legs.
Joe Moran, the finish. How about that reverse?
Getting saucy with it, and the bench erupts.
Elwise foul the other side.
That's a great finish by Joe. Really coming into his own as the season goes on, just like I predicted. Unfortunately, we didn't put a wager on it. Down horrendous.
47 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 54-46.
You really got to love how the Flight's been able to actually control this game, even though the Pride have gone on their runs. They've made their plays, and they've kept that intensity. So Flight doing a good job of moving the basketball, getting good looks, and more importantly, guys are finishing plays. Right there we just saw an electrifying play by Joe Moran to finish and dance on top of it with even better moves than Coach King as he loses his fedora. But top to bottom, the Flight's been doing an incredible job covering all bases.
And they still can't make 2 free throws in a row.
It bites you in a late game situation, and obviously it's going to bite you early on. Right now, they could be winning this game if they shot a respectable % from the free throw line.
That one will be on Elwise. 2 shots up and coming. Both teams in the bonus. Now Victor Kwan at the line with 44 seconds left to go. Well, we had a first quarter, not very foul ridden. Second quarter, a lot more fouls.
And now the second half, as the game gets more gritty, you want it to be not all out, but you want the fouls to be earned. You want it to really be a clear, okay, this definitely affected the shot. You don't want any gimmies.
So the free throws were split there. 55-47. Blackman to the backside. Joe Moran tried to cut off the lane there. Calix right side catch and shoot. August. Victor Kwan, a big rebound. 28 seconds left to go. Here in the second quarter, they throw it ahead. Winfrey trying to glide into the basket. Fouled as he was going up for the shot on the left side.
That was a great defensive possession by the Flight. And then you get a nice execution and fast break. Gets a chance to knock them down. Caleb Winfrey been camping in the free throw stripe tonight, earning a few trips.
.47-55. Home team, the Flight, in their gray jerseys, and the Pride in their black jerseys with the gold trim and letters. Here's Winfrey now at the line, and he makes the first one. Winfrey times 2. Can he do it? Haven't seen 2 free throws made consecutively in a very long time. There we go. We knew they had it in them.
That's how you utilize broadcasters first.
Had to use it. 10-point game, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Blackman up top, catch and shoot. Dorsey off the mark. 7 seconds to go. Richards, hit down the other way, rejected by Lloyd. Richards, the air ball. 10-point game, 57-47 at the half. We'll return with our Game of the Week coverage in just a couple of minutes.
At NV Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, NV Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@navylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Burgers, fries, and shakes, Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
And we're back here for our halftime entertainment. It's the Florida Flight Basketball Academy 12 and under. So some great halftime gigs here. And we're going right side. Now underneath. And it's a turnover. Now back the other way. Love a good 10-minute halftime show. The two Kings are out on the floor, though.
And two Reese's.
Yes, there are. That one misses short. And that one, oh, no.
You just got to love it, though. They're out there hustling and bustling.
They're having a good time.
They're having a jolly old time.
Yeah.
He's dribbling with his left. That's a good job.
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to dribble with my left until I was in like 7th.
Oh, let's go, kid. Let's go. The runner. That is Mahir Singla. First name I've been able to get this whole game.
Hey, that was an honest effort.
Yeah. Oh, bank shot goes through.
And a nice jump shot. Younger brother of Noah, if you recall, in that earlier game. Doing a good job knocking down that shot, really expanding his game, doing a good job developing, gaining some confidence as we go. Love to see that. Guarding his younger brother here. Let's see if he could turn him up. And he rips him.
Our halftime show brought to you by Reese's. Please come and sponsor us so we can eat them at halftime every time.
Is the main food source
of the Silver Bullet Media. Yes.
We are pumped by Monsters and Reese's.
Yeah, literally. Although I think if I had a Monster right now, my heart would start beating out of my chest.
It would stop.
Yep.
Yep. It would stop.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jer Bear, on the other hand,
he knocks him back.
Yeah.
It's water to him. You see that beard.
Dude, you know what else he drinks?
Twisted Teas? What?
Oh, I didn't say it, but I'll be the first to agree.
My fault. Where were we going with that one? I got excited.
I mean, might as well be now. All I'm saying is there is such thing as a Sailor Jerry.
That man, that is.
And you know what they say about sailors. I'm going to leave it at that because it's a kid's game.
That was an honest mistake. He passed it to a man who was not looking, but no harm, no foul. Ananias on the break.
Another bank in. I am still trying to figure out his name. That's Silas?
Ananias right
there. Oh,
there.
Ananias.
Getting
okay.
busy, putting the team on his back, got 4 points. Kobe Bean style. You know Kobe, a famous story, he scored, I think it was 60 when he was in early elementary because no one knew how to dribble with his left.
That one put through on the other side.
That's Silas. Whistlers are going crazy. Got all 6 points. Coach Paul, Father Paul.
That one, another through the net.
They're starting to open it up a little bit. You got to love that. No one lacking confidence on this court.
Six to 2 score in the game. That's Silas again, right?
Yes, sir. You got it right.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I got told the names 5 seconds before the game started. How about that as a play-by-play broadcaster, Jerry? You know, you come in, you're doing your job, you got all your prep work done, you got a bunch of sheets made for the games, and then, okay, here's 10 more names to remember in 5 seconds.
Ready, go. Let's see how much you retained.
I wasn't even watching that play. I'm not happy to be here, Alvin. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say it so I could reiterate it. That was a plug for me.
Oh, bang!
He broke his brother Silas off and got the bucket. Shameless work by Ananias. I have a leg up in this because I coached like 5 of these kids.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, well, 4.5 minutes left to go in the halftime show. This one plays with a running clock.
Naturally.
Thank you, world.
Just like
my
that.
brother's got to drink water at half. This is when I coat my throat at least. I talk a lot during a broadcast. And to Jerry, too. It's like I'm pulling double duty here. It's like I'm on air when I'm on air, and when I'm off air, I'm talking to the Jer Bear. So, what did I say earlier? Jer Bear stare.
That was
you ever watch the show The Care Bears?
The Care Bears?
That's literally Jerry. He's the one with like the watermelon on his chest or something. What?
I don't even remember.
Oh, no, it's like a cloud of sunshine. Literally. But he would have his like beard on his stomach. He'd be purple, too.
Oh, of course he would be. There's no other color for Jer.
I think Dave Chappelle did this really funny segment where he was like, yeah, I used to watch a show called The Care Bears, and the little insignias on their chest let them know what they were like on the inside.
Oh, man, so Jer's is going to be a sailor sign,
a
beard.
There we go.
And a camera lens. And a silver bullet in the background.
I'm just thinking like it's, first off, I'm going to say this on air, so if he doesn't use it, I strongly think that still he should, for the Silver Bullet Media logo, he's got to do, because he didn't listen to me, first off, when he was naming his company, I will straight up say that I coined the term Jer Bear, number 1. Number 2, the fact that he didn't use it, I'm talking about it a year later still, so we know how I'm feeling. Number 3, all I'm saying is, what if it was just like a black circle and a silver glasses and a silver beard? Epic. Just the silhouette of his face with the glasses and the beard. You can't tell me that wouldn't be legendary.
It would be, but, you know, it's...
What?
It's unfortunately up to Jerry.
It's like what Idris Elba does to you, it's like what Jerry will do to the rest of the human population.
You're right, but you know the real issue is that
sponsored by Reese's.
11th hour, he's gonna strike it down. He's gonna veto it like he did Jerry.
I know.
The 11th hour.
They're gonna be like, all right, Jerry, what's your actual company logo? And he's gonna be like, you know what? Nothing of what Jesse said.
What did Jesse say? Yeah, grab that,
Yep.
put it on a piece of paper so I could crinkle it
Yep.
up and
Burn
shoot
it.
shoot it
Burn
in the
it.
trash can.
Then I'm going to take the burnt ash and water the ocean with it. Give back to nature. and then yeah. And then he's just going to like write it out or something. That'll be tragic for me.
Silas
All I'm
with
saying,
another steal.
what if like Jerry during the broadcast got like we just put like sunglasses on him the whole time.
That would
Jerry
be nice.
could start like a sunglasses inside movement. What do you think about that? Also, if you could tell me what's going on in this game, Alvin, that'd be greatly appreciated. I've been so deep in my bag of Jerry's that it's hard for me to, you know.
Well, to sum it up, the Whistlers are taking over this game. Coach Paul is looking like a proud father on his side. And we've had, obviously, naturally, we've had a lot of turnovers, a lot of scrum.
Yeah.
And we got scrum number 30. But at the midst of it is Silas Whistler, once again, 8 years old, third year in the FFBA. He's really coming into his own. He's really gaining confidence, really starting to develop a handle.
You know what I need right now? I need Addison to like agree with me on something here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's a critic, and then Addison comes by. What a
warm
angel.
ball of love.
Yes. See, what a freaking angel. And then there's Jerry, doesn't listen to a single thing I say.
Oh, he listens to it just at the 11th hour.
Gotta be, yeah,
when
no.
you need it the most.
Yeah. You've got to be kidding me.
Will he finish?
Underneath. That one goes through. Woo! Here's Victoria. The King Daughters playing in the game. Jelly actually helping us on the camera in this one as well. And that'll do it for our halftime show. 10-4 win for one of the FFBA teams. Couldn't actually tell you which one. I was so deep in the Jerry. Anyways, we're going to take a break and come back for the third quarter of action. Who likes a second half of action? Well, their name happens to be Alvin Delvey, who joins me as always. I'm Jesse O, here for the game of the week in the FBA presented by Poly Wealth Management. It's the Florida Flight and the Pride Flight up by 10 at the half here in the FBA game of the week. 12 more minutes up on the clock to signal the start of the third quarter. Alvin, what'd you like in the first half?
Well, I'll break it up into two teams. I really like the way both of these teams came out. I like the intensity overall of this game. I like the flow on the game in general. I like the pace. Now, to break it up for the Flight, I really think they found some continuity on their offensive end. They've been able to move the ball. They've been able to get easy looks, and they've been able to, most importantly, knock those shots down on the defensive end. They've done an incredible job of covering each other's backs, initially pressuring the ball handler. Obviously, they've had some lapses where they've missed some cues, but that's to be expected, and that has been few and far between. So I love the way they've cleaned up their act on the mental department for the Flight. And for the Pride, I really love the way that they've attacked this game. They're super intense. You feel their presence. They've done a great job of attacking the boards and getting multiple rebounds, and they're getting the looks that they want. So gotta love the way that both teams have been playing thus far.
10-point game, 11:53 left to go on the clock.
And Jesse O, a.k.a. cameraman, a.k.a. play-by-play, just took the most
You know, we all wear
video.
a lot of shoes.
Oh, indubitably.
Yeah.
And that last video that he took needs to be in my phone by the time this game's over, because that was absolute heat. Jerry Bear crew firing on all cylinders. Caleb Winfrey giving us a little flex.
Ford now on the inbounds. He'll take it from the right wing, guarded by Kenny Long. Long is having a good game so far as well. Ford back up top on the insignia at half court. Now Williams. Looking left. And a foul on the floor.
Deep sigh, because he did such a great job starting off with the fouls, and now seemingly getting some early fouls in.
Here's Richard Branch now up top. Now inside Ford, the fadeaway swish through the net.
That's a really good matchup. Quick on quick, skill on skill. Alex Ford and Kenny Long head to head. Must watch basketball.
A lot of fouls called in the last quarter. I said that specifically for a broadcaster's jinx of that.
Thank you.
Long underneath.
Just like that, back and forth. Alex Ford gets a bucket, Kenny Long gets a bucket. Good job passing the ball, relocating, finding a soft spot in the defense, and getting an easy layup.
Ford downtown. And a big rebound there by Winfrey. Winfrey's got some legs on him too.
Absolute rockets. That boy can fly.
Winfrey shimmies up top, puts it in.
Coast to coast. Moss's Branch on one end, comes down, sauces him up, and knocks down a mid-range jumper. Caleb Winfrey, the X Factor, making his presence felt in the second half.
Nicholson Ella fadeaway.
That's a real tough shot by Branch. Great job getting the rebound, turning around, knocking it down.
That was Branch's first basket of the game. Ball knocked away by Theralt, right to the Pride. Dickerson steals it back and will kiss it in.
And that's great for Dickerson because, like you said, he struggled, so getting something to drop from the field is incredible.
Ford now inside, knocked away by Gullett. Gullett, the strong anchor down low. Brown on the outside, guarded by Dickerson. Now with a pass inside to Branch. And Branch will try to find some room. Rodney Williams catch and shoot three. Will bounce around. And a rebound by Ford and another block by Grant Gullett. Gullett, full head of steam in traffic. Winfrey back to Gullett. Good night! Grant Gullett with 15.
Great execution in the fast break. Caleb Winfrey throwing up a nice lob. Grant Gullett knows exactly what to do and throws it down.
Williams just a little bit strong. Back out to Williams again.
He forgot something.
Oh, it's like leaving the house without your keys. Dickerson just left that one short.
He's in his house with his keys.
Ford is back the other way. We'll pump a three. Long, Winfrey now, who's been stellar so far in the second halves of these games. Gullett, turnaround, puts it in. Grant Gullett.
That's a bucket. I thought he was bailing him out by doing a turnaround when you could bang on the block, but man, if you got so much skill like that with a nice Kobe-esque jump shot, why not utilize it? Grant Gullett doing it all.
Williams off to the left side. (67-51).
So it looks like the Pride came out the break still thinking about Reese's and thinking about Jer Bear Academy. Where the Flight came out, they're ready to go. They're humming. They got things going. The momentum has definitely shifted in their favor.
And for the first time this game, Ignacio Padilla and Greg St. Remy will miss that one just long. He saw some time in the first quarter, hit a few good shots. Now here's Blackman. That one falls for him. He's got three.
Blackman really developed that mid-range midway through last season, and it's only fitting that that's what breaks the spell on the offensive end.
Kenny Long to the right side. Gullett, the turnaround jumper off the mark. Padilla, full head of steam, fouled, and that one just rims out. What are you thinking, Alvin?
I'm thinking my ears just got blown out. But actually what I'm thinking is the Pride really got to figure out a way to keep the pressure on. Early on in the first half, what they've been doing, they've been utilizing their energy. They have a lot of emotion that they played with, and it seems like they came out comfortable and expecting the Flight to lay down. And the Flight done a great job of coming out, maintaining that level of intensity and stacking good plays on top of one another. However, the biggest thing that I'm thinking is that I've seen this multiple times throughout all levels of basketball that we've called today. And that's in the passing lanes, guys get aggressive. Now, getting aggressive initially in the passing lane is a good thing. You want to be in the passing lane, you want to be aggressive, you want to have your hand out. However, you need to be able to recover. You shouldn't shoot a gap knowing that you can't come back and get back. Because right there, Dickerson shot the gap, but then left Winfrey on a 4-on-1 situation.
Long, just off. Other way, and that one looked like a pass from Baker Mayfield.
I was thinking the exact
Oh, really?
same thing.
No way!
I was going to say
Oh, my goodness.
Man, that looked like that 12-minute clip that Odell's dad put up. Odell Beckham Sr.
30-second timeout on the floor, 67-55 the score.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Back here on the floor in a 67-55 game, the Flight are up by 12. They did lead by as much as 12, though, in their last game against the Central Florida Blazers and did end up dropping that one in the last shot of the game. So, still anybody's ball game here in the third quarter, and we haven't mentioned it yet, but it is the money quarter, Alvin.
The money quarter. Who's trying to get paid? Right now we see the Flight doing a good job of executing. Grant Gullett has secured his bag. Kenny Long secured his bag. We know Caleb Winfrey secured his bag. Now we're going to see who's going to elevate and do something unexpected.
Catch and shoot by Dickerson, still off the mark. But he's going to cut that one off. His defensive presence has been so good today, but Padilla able to recover and put that one through.
But right there, that was phenomenal by Dickerson. That was incredible effort. They still got the bucket, but you love someone who could go from one side of the court to the other side of the court, being tenacious. That's a great possession.
Long up top to the left elbow. Back to Dickerson, a pump fake now into the lane, and another turnover by Dickerson on the offensive side of the floor.
Offense has been his soft point, but doing a good job on the defensive end. Make an impact where you can.
Padilla, tough turnaround jumper. Wow.
Padilla's busting chops right there. Great job getting the defender up in the air, turning around and tickling Twine. Nice 4-point swing in, what was that, 10 seconds?
Shane Prunty turns it over. Lloyd back the other way. Easy money.
And right there, a little miscommunication. Thought he was going to wrap around, so he left it there. But miscommunication equals 2 easy points for the Pride. Right now, a 6-point game. All that talk I was talking crazy early on about the Pride not being with it, not being ready, they showed up out of that timeout. They've been humming.
Gullet fouled. Still a 67-61 game. A 6-point game. First foul on the Pride here in the third. We're over halfway through the third quarter. 5.5 minutes to go. Free throws just are not falling today.
This side of the court has just been abysmal from the stripe. But you really got to love the ebbs and flows of basketball. Right now, obviously, to start the second half, the Flight were on a tear. And right now it's the Pride's turn. They're going on a nice little tear here. They're executing on offense. They've gotten some shots to fall, some tough shots to fall at that.
And that one bounces in for Blackman. Blackman now with 5 points. Grant Gullet, by the way, has 19.
Grant Gullet's going to do what Grant Gullet does. Some guys you just can't stop. You just hope to contain. Grant Gullet being one of those guys.
From the backside, another one for Sam Therault.
Sam Therault has been deep in his duffel bag. He's just been lighting it up from all sides of the court.
St. Remy puts it in up top. Long 2.
I don't think St. Remy's missed either. I think those two are a great matchup. Going tit for tat.
70-65. Still a close game here. Foul for Kenny Long. Aaron Richards is in the game. So Reggie Florescent in, Sam Therault is out.
He's going to have his work cut out for him on the block. He's going to be undersized by about 6 inches, it seems.
Turn in the quarter. Kenny Long. Nope. Back the other way. Brown inside, now left. Just a little bit strong for Padilla, but he's able to regain possession. Inside St. Remy, putting it in.
That's a great job moving the basketball by the Pride and keeping your eyes open for that backdoor cut. They've clearly spent countless hours in the gym with each other, but the Flight have to do a better job of watching that backdoor cut.
St. Remy into Blackman, and he's fouled.
And this is the run that we're talking about. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast about the Flight crumbling versus the Blazers. Obviously, it was just a buzzer beater, but they were up by 12, and the Blazers went on a run to obviously bring it within that point. And right now, we're seeing the exact same thing. It's a 12-point. It was a 12-point discrepancy. Now there's only a 3-point differential in the scoreboard.
Full timeout taken by the Flight. They're only up by 3 here in the third quarter.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
Welcome back. I am unwell. Alvin Delvey during the breaks is our entertainment here at the game.
That was good.
That
I
was
was inspired by
fantastic.
Michael Jackson.
70-67. He was inspired by Michael Jackson to sing.
Dare Bear inspired me. Michael Jackson taught me.
Blackman for a chance to bring it within 1.
And he rose to the occasion. Actually synced to the level of your training. Fun fact, you don't rise to the occasion. You sink to the level of your training.
Really?
Yes. So that's why you got to train hard, so you can be hard.
Practice like you play.
Yes, sir.
Blackman sinks the first 2 free throws in a row for the Pride in the ball game.
Oh, and he killed his dribble.
Richards around the traffic, inside the Euro step, just left it short.
And that was a great job by the Pride, forcing chaos. But for the flight, picking up your dribble in the backcourt is a dangerous, dangerous game.
Richards inside, now Moran back out. Richards against Blackman. This is an interesting matchup. Richards down low, left side, out to Fluorescent, catch and shoot, hits it.
Good closeout, but even better finish by Fluorescent. Great job knocking it down. The flight needed that.
So flight back up by 3. Brown, just a tough time with the dribble there. Joe Moran, your guy, Alvin, with the just pressure on defense there.
And he's coming into his own. Obviously, game by game, he's just taking a little bit more of a responsibility and made more and more of an impact on the game. Right now, he's getting comfortable. He's performing on the offensive side, and right there you see him perform on the defensive side. Great job by the youngster.
Fluorescent to Moran. Now back outside gullet. Fluorescent catch and shoot. And another long 2. He knocks it down.
He's hot. Feed him the ball. That's a sweet stroke by Fluorescent.
Blackman with his team trailing by 5. Foul. Aaron Richards picks up that foul.
A little aggressive initially, falls in the bad graces of the refs.
74-69. We're going to Culver's after this, Alvin.
I like some Culver's. Nice Butterburger. I won't get no bacon because, I've been eating a lot of bacon lately. My burritos in the morning, oh, man, let me tell you. I've been cutting up the bacon. It's been like a new little thing for me because usually when I've had a burrito and I put bacon strips in it, I'll take a bite and yank the whole bacon out, But then if you cut it up beforehand, you get bacon every bite. Everyone's happy. Me and my colon, that is. And, wet wipes are on hand.
And wet wipes.
Oh, yeah, you need that. Well, all the bacon I've been eating, oh, yeah, you need that. It's probably going to cleanse soon.
Moran off on that one. Lloyd back the other direction. Gives it inside. Some trouble underneath. That one batted away. Richards hauls that one in. Moran inside with the reverse. And Judah Winfrey couldn't convert on the rebound and the putback. A jump ball.
And Richards, the definition of being at the right place at the right time. but just a little late on that pass by Grant Gullett to Joe Moran, unable to get an easy left-handed, put too much sauce on it, but they still have opportunity with the heroics of Judah Winfrey. Vanilla or chocolate? Who do you think is going to win this? Vanilla or chocolate? Pretend it's Wendy's. What are you getting, a vanilla shake or a chocolate shake?
Chocolate, always. Vanilla's like just so bare.
Oh, vanilla wins.
Wow. Richards! Fouled inside.
He was able to find the black pearl. Great job by Richards getting to the free throw line.
So now McSteamy at the line. Up by 3. .205 to go in the money quarter.
I was not ready for that one. that was crisp. That was smoking hot take. Oh, the nicknames, they
roll
right
off the
out.
tongue.
Yeah. Oh man. And he hit the first free throw. That's really been
Yeah.
That was classic. That was classic. I hope, yes, it was caught on camera. That was beautiful. Greg St. Remy, he has to be an uncle with the moves he just displayed. I feel like
So Richards gets another one, yeah.
He should get points for that classic, I'm going to shake the opponent's hand, psych, while the gym is extremely quiet. Like,
That's tough.
And then he smoked the free
You know what's
throw,
the problem?
too.
I couldn't even see it because I had a monitor and an official in my way.
And that's why I have a monitor. I have the best monitor.
You do. It's meant for you, Alvin.
Jer Bear knows. He knows his students. Professor X, if you will. Ooh, I like this matchup.
St. Remy from the left side, a bullet down underneath, and Brown cutting underneath. We'll put that one in.
Greg St. Remy is very skilled. He knows how to get his own bucket. I don't think he's missed from the field yet. But then his vision is what really separates him. He's so fundamental.
Another one.
And there was definitely contact right there with Richards. The ability to finish through contact was uncanny on that possession.
Blackman left side, cut off by Winfrey. Bounce pass ahead. Richards. Oh, he tried to finish it through the fog, but couldn't see.
It was a little too hazy.
Padilla and Golich just grabbed that out of the air. That's like Donkey Kong around a mouse. St. Remy back the other way. Kicks it left. Padilla, one more pass to Brown. And now Brown inside, puts it in. 3-point game. .48 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Fluorescent now inside. They give it right back to him, and Fluorescent just misses that one. So some unlucky bounces here for the flight. Other side, Nicholson L with the left hand. 1-point game. This is going to definitely come down to the wire here in the fourth. Both teams doing a great job here in the money quarter. Final 30 seconds. Now here in the money. The bounce pass inside, taken away by St. Remy with 15 seconds left to go. St. Remy gives it off to Nicholson L. Nicholson L trying to create some room on Judah Winfrey. Banks it off the backside of the rim. Richards now 7 seconds to go. He's got to push. Richards steps back and hits the moonwalker. High up in the sky. Richards loves to shoot it to the clouds. A 4-point game here at the end of the third, Alvin. And we're going to see what we can come back with in the fourth.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration. And we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@nvlabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Well, with his mind in the clouds, he shot the ball to the clouds. Aaron Richards, after the third quarter, ends up. You love it, don't you?
What's not to love? This money quarter has been incredible.
So, okay, who took over there?
It was really ebbs and flows. The flight did a great job of initially starting off hot, and then you see the Pride come rumbling in, making play after play, doing on the defensive side, the offensive side, and then obviously to cap it off, you get Richards shooting a moon rock at the rim. So you gotta love the way this third quarter has been encapsulated. You got both teams having an incredible run. Aaron Richards with the last laugh.
(81-77). Gullett fouled inside with 11.5 to go here in the fourth.
Now this is an incredible game. If you told me last year that this would be the game we got at this point in the following year, I would have laughed.
Yeah, me too.
And right now,
we're still laughing, but at something else.
Oh, completely different thing. But that's
at least we have fun.
Yo, man, we're having a great time. You know, some more than others.
The first one for Gullett goes through.
Can he break the curse of this free throw stripe? Wait and find out on the next episode of Super Bullet Media alongside the two Goonies.
So Grant Gullett now with 21 points. 83-77 the score. Brown back outside. He's guarded by Williams. Brown surveying. The bounce pass to Ayinde Blackman. Now down to the left corner. Outside. Padilla. Just off the mark. And here's Richards back the other way. Richards, the Sutter step. Now down to the lane. And it's knocked away by Nicholson-El.
Aaron Richards can really get crafty around the rim. He can roll and bowl with the best of them. He knows how to get his shot off. As unorthodox as it looks, he gets that thing off and he makes it at a high clip.
And on the inbounds, ball's going back the other way. 6 points is the lead for the Flight. Padilla calling out the play, 41. Padilla, St. Remy, Brown in the right corner. Now underneath, Nicholson-El and a block in the back by Richards. And it's stolen away by Gullett after the second attempt.
Great job on the backside. That's what they were struggling with in the first half. Doing a great job in the fourth quarter. Richardson being there, not allowing that easy back door.
Williams, the air ball. The bounce pass ahead to Brown.
Great move.
Brown right side. And the tip in by Padilla.
Right now they have numbers.
Yeah, Padilla went back to pick up his man. Winfrey, catch and shoot three. Richards loves the purple rain. Make it rain, baby. I'm so sorry, Alvin. (85-79) the score. And the unorthodox floater up and coming from Richards.
He's just a bucket getter. He always finds his way with the rock, and he doesn't smoke them too often. He knows how to finish around the rim.
And puts that one in. So the unorthodox three-point play for Aaron Richards. He's got 6 points. Padilla now inside. The floater won't fall. Blackman, the second one is good. 5-point game.
That's where he's at his best, attacking the rim, securing offensive boards, but then utilizing that skill set to put it back up quickly and getting that bucket to drop.
Farrell off on that one. Padilla the rebound. They've got numbers here. Padilla down the lane and puts it in.
Padilla's really been pouring it on that second half. He's been on one.
Richards hit the Jets. 88-83, a 5-point game. St. Remy up top. Padilla just rims out. Farrell. Richards loses it. Padilla gets it back. Padilla up with the left hand. And that's a goaltend.
And right there, that one is very questionable because from our angle, it looks like it's going to hit the backboard, but it wasn't on a path to hit the rim or go in. So just because it hits the backboard, you try to secure a rebound, shouldn't be a goaltend.
Three-point game.
But Padilla, nonetheless, has been absolutely phenomenal. He's been really carrying the offensive load for the past, what would you say, quarter and a half?
Yeah, absolutely, I'll say. Under 9 minutes to play. Catch and shoot. That one put through. Sam Therault found his shot in this ball game. He's got 13.
Pride have not found a way to douse the fire of Sam Therault. All his buckets are coming from distance. He is a sharp shooter.
That's his season high, 13 points.
Nice.
St. Remy back to Padilla for three. And a foul underneath.
And that's a great job by Sam to box out. That's the benefit of boxing out. When the guy jumps over your back, that is a call. That's a foul. And that's what we just witnessed. Sam Therault doing it all. Knocking it on the offensive side, boxing out, doing the ugly stuff on the defensive.
Five-point game. Under 8.5 to play in regulation. Loose ball on the floor. Gullet recovers. Back the other way. Padilla now on a fast break. Padilla behind the back. Elwise into Padilla. Good for two. 3-point game again.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful execution on a fast break. Initial outlook. You run out there. You find the open man. And then you get it right back to him. Great job by the Pride.
Long, full steam ahead. Count it. And he's going to the line to shoot one.
It's a good job by Kenny getting that step and getting the finish. We've mentioned that quick step the entirety of this game, and no one seems to be able to stop it.
92-87. Now Kenny Long to the line for a chance at the three-point play. One more foul on the Pride, and the Flight are in the bonus. Long can't convert on the free throw. Padilla, fast break, forward, knocked around, and Padilla recovers. Padilla's very good, kind of sensing where the ball's going. He's had a few of those happen today.
He has a really nice touch with the rock. Good relationship with it. He knows how to get to his spots, but he also knows how to get everybody else involved as well.
Padilla fouled, and he banked it in.
Talk about leadership right there. The ability to move the basketball around, give it to somebody, let everyone touch the rock, but then understand, okay, it's time for me to show up. Let me arrive. Let me show them how to get a bucket. Let me get a bucket for my team. He does just that, and he has an opportunity to add another one. Padilla has been absolutely incredible for the Pride.
92-89. Padilla. And that's just the Achilles heel of the Pride. Farrell inside, good for 2 again.
Good job by Caleb Winfrey, understanding that the double team's there, but then bad job by the Pride. You can't, if you're going to escape that double, you have to run with the cutter. Someone has to be there to keep contact with the cutter. Didn't do that in the bucket for Sam Theriault, but Padilla on the other end with a nice looking runner. His offensive game is so beautiful. The Pride are going on a nice little run.
Back to a 3-point game. Winfrey inside, nothing. Might have drawn a little contact there. Ford, that one rattles in, 1-point game. 94-93, 6.5 to go. This is right where the Flight were last game. Winfrey, catch and shoot 3. Ford spinning into the lane. Down low, Nicholson, L for the lead! First lead of the game for the Pride.
Now you see that Pride who's not of them. Crowd's getting into it, bench getting into it, and most importantly, the players are getting into it. They've had a nice string of possessions to start this 4th quarter off, and right now, it bubbles over to a 1-point lead.
(95-94). Flight are now in the bonus. The rest of the game, 6 minutes, a long time.
You got to expect them to continue to be aggressive. Caleb Winfrey getting a well-deserved trip to the line. He's getting beat up.
95-94, the score in the game. 30-second timeout with half of the 4th quarter left to go.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Back here on the floor as we have played through the first 6 minutes of the 4th quarter. Now just a tiny bit over the second 6 minutes left to play. 95-94 the score. Now Caleb Winfrey to the line after missing his first free throw. Flight are in the bonus.
Oh, I was just going to say something dumb. 606, the same way going forward, the same way going back. I forget what that's called, though. Like when it's like a Hannah, you know that name?
Yeah.
Same way going backwards, same way going forward. What is
Is that
that
not
called?
onomatopoeia?
Is that what that is? My English teacher would be so upset and disappointed.
Anagram? No. I think it starts with an A.
I was like, what?
No. That's a very different thing. I got to figure it out. It'll come to me in a sec. Both free throws missed by Caleb Winfrey, but he rejects a pass up by Ford. Now the Flight get it back inside. Kenny Long back for the lead.
Everybody's mad on that play except Kenny Long. Great job drawing the contact, getting that bucket.
Nicholson L. Down low to Padilla, and it's knocked out of bounds by Winfrey last. So the Flight in a battle here with the Pride.
These are the games that change the trajectory of your season. You win a couple of games like this, you believe in the coach, you believe in the system, and more importantly, you believe in yourself. And that gives you all the ammunition you need to fight through hard games and hard times.
Branch, one dribble, puts it up. Off. Grant Gullett sees what he has, and he's fouled.
That was dangerous. That man was about to put it behind his head and absolutely tomahawk. Branch doing a good job saving his Pride. I'd do that same foul. There's no, I get it, man.
You wouldn't let it happen?
No chance. No chance. Branch, smart play, buddy. I understand. Or Nicholson L, whoever actually drew that foul. Or drew the foul.
All I'm saying is just so many free throws have been missed today.
Oh, my goodness. This game would be well into the hundreds if they're shooting, what, 70%?
Yeah.
Yep. 70.
70%. Both missed there.
Ask.
Yeah. Padilla back the other way. Inside. Lost it. Sam Theralt. Great defense. Long back. Inside. Winfrey will give it out. Dickerson still hunting for some baskets. And he'll get the rebound, and he'll brick it down low. Nicholson-El one step inside the arc, a long two.
That's a good job executing that pseudo transition.
97-96, a 1-point lead for the Pride. Winfrey with confidence, though. I like it.
Conviction with his decision.
Is that a good shot, in your opinion?
Well, for Caleb, yes. Some people, it's not a good shot, but he's definitely a rhythm shooter. He's made those shots. He's confident in that shot, and you take it. However, the only critique would be, when you shoot a shot and you're not 100% sure it's cash, get your rebound, like Dickerson did in that last possession. Obviously, smoked the second one too, but you want to get your rebound because you know where it's going to go. It's your shot. You shot it. You know how it comes off your hand. But I have no issues with the shot.
4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. 97-96. The Pride, interestingly, up by 1.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data in sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
(97-96) the score. 4 minutes 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Fours are wild. So here's Long as he brings the ball across the half-court stripe. Now down to the far side. From the right elbow, here's Grant Gullett. A wraparound, Joe Moran. Inside, underneath, Kenny Long. Traveled.
He took that extra step. He got excited. So in that situation, usually you get away with it because if the ball's floating in your hand, you don't have possession. So that's where you guys get away with the 3 steps, quote unquote. But right there, he had possession of it when he took that last step.
Ford, catch and shoot 3. Boom!
That's a bucket by Alex Ford. We've talked about that early on in this broadcast, and right there, he brought it to fruition, knocking down a big-time play.
And a push-off by the Flight.
So now we're in a situation where the Flight are down 4 with 4 minutes left. 4 for 4 on the records. Now I want Wendy's. We got all kinds of 4s going on. Where's Jay-Z?
Branch to the right side. Now in that corner, underneath, Nicholson-El for 2.
This is not the time you want to go cold and start making your mental errors if you're the Flight. Good job by the Pride, picking the perfect time to go on a run.
Gullett from downtown. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth. And it's a 6-point game. On the floor, here's Ford. Ball's knocked around. And a timeout taken by the Pride. 102-96 is the score. And it looks like the Flight will have to get something going here. We'll see what Coach King can draw up.
Burgers, fries, and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Back here on the floor in a 6-point game, the Pride have taken over so far. Still lots of time left on the clock for the Flight to get something drawn up, but blocked underneath by Sam Therold. And that's a foul.
That one's bad. Sam Therold did a great job of meeting it in the air, and obviously Coach King got the fedora off, squinting. He's confused. Sam Therold's confused. The world is confused.
Sedano now at the line.
And then he
banks
it. You know, maybe it was a foul.
Wow.
Maybe it was.
Okay. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
A long time.
The second one rims out.
7-point
game.
He took all the luck from his pot and put it on the first one.
Gullett turned it over there. It's a costly turnover. We'll see if it comes to bite them back, but he steals it right back. Good job by Gullett. And Gullett hit from behind. He'll shoot 2.
That's a frustration foul right there. Branch obviously turned it over. He had an opportunity to really put the Flight on skates. Didn't capitalize on it. Came back and just hacked him. Put him to the line.
(103-96). 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the fourth. Grant Gullett now at the line to shoot. Gullett already has 21 points in this one, a lower scoring game than we're accustomed to seeing from Grant.
But he showed up on the defensive side, I believe, 6 blocks.
At the least. His first one will fall. Blackman will come back in. Judah Winfrey in for Moran. Sedano is out for the Pride. So let's see if the big man can convert. Yes, he can. 23 points for Grant Gullett.
His clutch badge got to at least be on silver. Good job knocking those free throws down when his team needs it.
Nicholson L from the left side back to Branch, and now Branch trying to go in on the defense. Ford, who's made some big threes in this one. From downtown, knocks it down! Sniper gang!
That is a dangerous, dangerous man.
Winfrey catch and shoot, gets one right back!
That's tough. Caleb with another bucket to answer.
And another timeout. On the floor, full timeout, 106-101. 5-point game. Final 2.5 minutes to play in regulation in the FBA Game of the Week.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner and streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way way too much Roblox. It's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
106 to 101 is the score. It's a 5-point game. Flight in the bonus. So now here's Sedano with a takedown inside. Just strong. Kenny Long, the little guy amongst the trees, crawls that one in. Gullet from up top, got a screen from Theralt. Now he'll survey. They'll clear it out for him. He's going to dribble in and back down inside. Goes up strong and draws the foul. The go-to bucket getter, Grant Gullet, with 25 points, a chance at one more. And now to the line in a 3-point game.
This is where, as an athlete, you kind of love these situations. Not kind of, you really love these situations. This is where you can become a GOAT. This is where you build a legacy. It's in moments like this, crunch time situation, your team needs you to show up, and what do? If you're Grant Gullet, you show up. Big time players make big time plays. That's another one to add on his resume.
Gullet with 26, 2-point game. And 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. So it's crunch time now for the Flight and the Pride. Who's going to win this one? Padilla, the fadeaway, just off to the right side. Grant Gullet, the rebound. Ahead to Winfrey. Winfrey's got his brother, and his brother, it was just a little bit higher than his fingertips. Unfortunate. Back the other side. Ford, up with left hand! And a charge!
I'm still stuck on the what would have been with the Winfrey brothers. I wasn't able to see if he actually beat him there, but if he did, that is an incredible job by Grant Gullet to draw that charge. You gotta love the back and forth. I know I do.
106 to 104. Alex Ford talking a little bit to the Flight bench.
A little bit is an understatement. He is bumping gums, but you know, he's been showing up. He's been knocking down tough shots. That's what you like as a fan. As an athlete, oh,
I mean,
man.
he's been their guy.
Oh, yes, sir. So he's talking that talk. He's Draymond Green, if you will, with a 3-point shot. Imagine what Draymond Green would say if he had the offensive prowess of Steph Curry. Do you imagine what the world would break?
The world would shatter. My world would be great. Kenny Long inside, tie ball game.
That was disgusting European two-step. He got 2 defenders up with that up fake. Manu Ginobili would be proud.
We're tied up at 106. St. Remy to the left side. Back up top, Ford, who's been great all game long. Back outside, Gullet diving for it. Gives it back. And a timeout taken by the Flight. And Gullet down on the floor. Seems to be in a little pain. 106, we're all tied up. 1:02 left to go with a timeout on the floor.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
.102 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 106 is the score. We're all tied up at Flight in the bonus. And they actually have a few fouls to give, only 2 team fouls. So that could come useful down the line here, Alvin.
Yes, it can. And ebbs and flows have been the key phrase for all the business majors out there. You know what I mean? But that's what we've really seen. Flight go on a run, Pride go on a run. Flight go on a run, Pride go on a run. Now we're stuck at 106. The perfect time for a gridlock.
Clock down under 55 seconds now. And they give it to their main man, Grant Gullett, against St. Remy. Gullett to the outside. Judah Winfrey with a screen from Gullett. Now hands it off that direction. Sam Therrell, who's been good all game, airballs that one. Caleb Winfrey, the rebound. Winfrey to the outside, and a shot clock violation. The flight never hit the rim. Wow. .106, we're still tied up with 36 seconds left to go. So in one more timeout here with 34.8 seconds left to go. This might be the last one of the game. Stick with us, we're still tied at 106.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
106 to 106 with 36.6 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Alvin, how did we get here?
How did we get here?
Because the money quarter, it's just everything. It was like the flight, and then the Pride started taking off, right? And then here in the fourth quarter, has someone been doing well? Has someone been doing poor?
They really have been opposites. When one goes on a run, the other has mistakes, and then it just keeps going like that. So they help each other go on runs, and then they now both tighten down and start playing good basketball. Well, not start playing good basketball, but they both play good basketball at the same time, and now we're stuck at 106. I have no idea how this game's going to turn out. I don't know who has the edge because both teams really got here in their own way, and they're both playing well.
A 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's St. Remy to the right side. Now outside the wing is Branch. Branch guarded by Winfrey. He'll screen left and now go back that direction. St. Remy surveying, gets a screen from Branch. St. Remy now into the traffic underneath. Branch back out to St. Remy, tipped around. A few seconds left to go on the shot clock. Padilla from downtown airballs it. Nicholson-El with the save, and that will be a shot clock violation right back. And 11 seconds, a whole lot of time to set up a play, and Grant Gullett is down again. Oh no.
And he slipped early on that defensive possession. That's a scary sight to see. But once again, you have a shot clock violation on one end, and then you have another shot clock violation on the other. So really matching each other's efforts, both negatively and in a positive matter. Really hope for Grant Gullett that he's okay.
So Gullett, his left arm looks to be in some pain. We're going to come back in just a sec. 11.4 seconds left to go in regulation.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
Just a little bit over 10 seconds left to go in this game. We're still tied up. Grant Gullett is out. Alvin, who do the flight go with here?
I believe you go with the hot hands of the game. I believe Kenny Long, Caleb Winfrey, or Sam Thera are going to be one of the 3 hands that touch the basketball, and depending on who gets the better look, it's going to be the one who shoots it.
So we're going to go back down to the floor now for the action. 106 to 106 is the score. Let's see what Coach King has drawn up here.
Grant Gullett does not look like he's out. That is definitely Grant Gullett on the court.
So, okay. They ice him up real quick.
So Grant Gullett gets the shot.
Grant Gullett gets the shot. (106 to 106). 10 seconds left to go in the game. Kenny Long on the outside will direct traffic. Gets past Ford, turns the corner. Long. Left corner, Winfrey got it off, and we're tied up at 106, going to overtime. We're going to take a break and be right back for a few more minutes of action.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
We got 5 more minutes of action, 106 to 106. And now we're going to have a fresh jump ball on the floor. 5 more minutes of play. Alvin, who are you looking for from both sides?
Well, I'm looking for more of the same. We've really seen these two teams in sort of a gridlock. But I think Padilla is going to come alive. He's really carried the pride in that second half. I think he's going to really make some plays that are going to be spectacular. And for the flight, I believe Kenny's going to come alive. I think Sam Thera is going to do his thing. Really, everybody on the court right now for the flight, I think, is going to have some touches and have some good looks.
So Grant Gullett not on the floor right now. He's icing. You can see in the back right part of your screen. Tied up at 106. Here we go, overtime. 5 more minutes of play. How about free basketball? Already a turnover for the flight. Padilla back the other way. St Remy, a pump fake into the lane, now back outside. Elwise to the left, Ford underneath with the reverse. Couldn't get that one to fall. 7 seconds on the shot clock. St Remy huffing and puffing and couldn't blow the house down. And the ball's going back the other way.
That's always a great idea, to double team the rebounder when they get that rebound under the basket. You're in such a panic. You're trying to find where the outlet to. So you get a double team like we just saw right there. Get some time off that shot clock. Put him in a tough situation.
Now Caleb Winfrey will start things off here. Going right. Long, a pump fake, now inside.
Oh my.
And Judah Winfrey, a massive rebound. Victor Kwan, one dribble inside and just a bit strong, but knocked out last off of El Weiss.
The gridlock, seemingly strong as ever. No one able to get anything to drop.
Therall, the fadeaway, and it's an air ball from 5 feet. On the floor, jump ball between Victor Kwan and James Nicholson-El. So 2 seconds on the shot clock. So the Flight get possession. They got to shoot it immediately.
Do you prefer mocha coffee or caramel macchiatos?
I'm a macchiato boy.
And the chocolate wins. You've been wrong both times, but I will say I am a caramel macchiato guy myself. As we have the argument, what is the coffee, the chocolate coffee? What is that called? I forget. I said chocolate coffee.
Chocolate coffee, mocha?
Mocha, yeah, was it mocha?
Yeah, chocolate coffee is mocha.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I feel like every broadcast, we just slowly gear more and more towards food.
At the end, yeah.
And it's just outrageous.
Yeah. It is 6:50 p.m. We've been here since 1:30 in the afternoon.
Guess when our last meal was? Outside of the saving.
Yeah.
Jer Bear. Father Jer.
Yeah, my last meal was actually at noon today.
I had a bowl of cereal.
I had 2 protein bars.
We're not doing well.
Jerry's thinking now, he's like, oh, I had a full breakfast. I had eggs and bacon and...
Oh, I had a full breakfast. It's just, you know, I actually, now I think about it, I did eat twice.
Really?
Yeah, we got up.
I woke up at noon. I woke up at noon. Wow.
What a man's man.
Jerry is the goat of all goats. The inbound, little strong. And it's a 24-second violation. So the Flight couldn't hold on to it. Amazing. After all that, we're only through 1 minute of play.
No buckets have been made.
St. Remy up top to the right wing. Harper through the lane. And is this going to be another jump ball? And it will be. So 14 more seconds come off the clock before time stops yet again.
And the Flight really not being aggressive on the basketball right there. It's rolling around. You got to dive on it, grab it. And we're just hunting for someone to...
Nobody has scored in overtime.
It's no buckets.
9 seconds on the shot clock here. Coming after this jump ball. Which is won by the Flight, so it resets, obviously. Who will be the first to break the gridlock? Winfrey spinning into the lane. Fouled and goes to the line. So maybe it's Caleb Winfrey. He's been amazing all game.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of his trademark games. He's knocked it down from beyond the arc. He's made his impact on the defensive end. He's facilitated right there, calling his own number and earning a trip to the free throw line. Hopefully, he can do what we all want him to do. Jer Bear making incredible requests.
There's Winfrey's first one. .107 to 106. Caleb Winfrey breaks the deadlock. Winfrey for a chance at an extra one. No. Taken away. Ford, full speed ahead. The lead back to the Pride. Alex Ford with 19 points, and he gets it right back. Ford fouled by Victor Kwan.
Probably the worst timing on a turnover on an inbound for the Flight, leading Ford to get an opportunity to push them to a 3-point lead. But man, if you are the Flight, that is the last man you want to go off in overtime.
So Ford shoots 2 now. And he puts the first one in. Ford with 20 now. And 1 extra. And you can feel the rumble in the jungle now here.
Rumble in the jungle.
Ford with 21 points. Ball goes out off of the Pride last.
The Flights really have a hard time inbounding the basketball, and that means the ball handlers for the Flight had to do a better job of creating separation.
Here's Winfrey being chased down by St Remy. Winfrey all the way inside. Couldn't get it to fall. Sam Thurhout fighting for the rebound. Here's St Remy back the other way. And Caleb Winfrey on the backside with the steal. Winfrey to the right. Fluorescent catch and shoot. And that one's off the Pride last.
And right now, being down in overtime put the Flight in a little bit of a scramble. Right now, you see them rushing and kind of going away from what we've seen them do the entirety of this game. You want to see them settle back down and start moving the basketball and get back to what we're accustomed to seeing them do.
Long underneath, stepped out of bounds. Was forced out of bounds by Ford. Wow, Alex Ford wearing his heart on his sleeve.
And he's really been making the plays. He is the difference maker in this overtime. He is the one who got that bucket to drop. He got those shots from the free throw. He's the reason they're up 3, so he's talking that talk, but more importantly, he's walking the walk.
110 to 107. Ford turning the corner, had it knocked away. And he's fouled in transition.
That's a great job by the Winfreys on either side of that pick and roll. Did a good job of forcing that turnover and drawing the foul.
2:41 to go in overtime. So here's Long now. Who slips and falls. Padilla regains possession, tracked down, and he's fouled on the other end of the floor.
There was a lot of contact there, and that's another possession for the Pride. Defensively, that slowly etches their name, or a W in the win column. Etches it in pencil, but nonetheless etching something. That's multiple possessions back-to-back. We saw them struggle early on with just getting the ball in the front court, in play, and then right there, doing a great job in that half-court setting.
Padilla, first one falls.
Making it a 2-possession game. Now this game gets a little bit harder for the Flight.
And you have to mention, like, Grant Gullett is out right now. He's been out with ice on his shoulder. And what a time to make 2 late-game free throws, Alvin.
This is what you want as an athlete. You want to be in a position where all your buckets matter. And right now, here we are.
Caleb Winfrey through traffic. He's fouled. Two team fouls for both of these teams in overtime.
But that's to be expected. Obviously, this is a game. We're in overtime right now. Both teams with the exact same record. One team trying to find a way to get back in the win column. Another team righted the ship, seemingly trying to maintain that. You're going to have hustle plays like that.
Kenny Long gets a screen. Back outside. Fluorescent sets his feet. and puts it in. 3-point game.
That's a big bucket by Fluorescent. It's been a very gray area for the Flight on that offensive side.
And Padilla fouled underneath. .112 to 109. Now Padilla at the line again, shooting 2. He's got 18 points so far, a late addition to the Pride here in this season. Played for Combine Academy over in Atlanta. And he misses the first one off the front.
We were heaping praise on him earlier for his last successful trip to the free throw line. Right now for his team, they know what it means to miss free throws in a situation like this.
Richards back in the game for the Flight. You think that's a good call?
I do think it's a good call.
So.
He really excels in times like this. If you remember, the last game before the buzzer beater was hit by the Blazers. He hit a seemingly buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Clutch player for sure.
Winfrey down underneath and lost the dribble. So Padilla pesky on the defensive side. Under 2 minutes to play here in overtime.
Oh my.
Ford with the right hand. That one just rims out.
Alex Ford loves that retreat dribble, kill dribble, spin back baseline. He loves that move right there. Shook him out his shoes.
Winfrey up top. Foul as he was going left. Two shots for Winfrey. Chance to bring this back within a 2-point game.
The pressure mounts in a situation like this when you're down, and you know what these free throws mean. You know what every possession means. So as you get to the line, you feel everything. Right there, Caleb unable to handle that pressure and knock down that first one.
So Winfrey now for a chance to split. 15 points for Caleb Winfrey.
He's had
a 3-point game.
He's had a really good game.
Padilla, backside St. Remy, back to Padilla. Right side, Elwise puts it in.
Once again, that backside.
And another stolen ball back by the Pride.
And in the crunch time, in overtime, that initial pass, that entry pass, has been the hardest part for the Flight. They have not been able to get consistent, good possessions to start, let alone finish.
115 to 110. Padilla on the outside. St. Remy waiting out beyond the arc. Pass is right. Ford, the man that's been talking all night long, blocked by Winfrey, out of bounds with 1.4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. So it's a quick inbounds and shoot, something going towards the basket. Here comes Terry Cleveland in for Sam Theralt.
And that's going to be a nice injection for Terry to come in there and prove his worth on the defensive side. $55.8 seconds left to go. Catch and shoot from Padilla. Off on that one for the rebound, and it goes out off of the foot of the Flight last, so 12 seconds now.
And a 30-second timeout on the floor. 115 to 110. 48.9 seconds left to go in overtime.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
We have 48.9 seconds left to go in this ball game. It's a 5-point discrepancy, 115 to 110. The Pride are up by 5, and they have possession of the ball now. Underneath their basket is the inbound incoming. Here's St Remy. Gives it to Ford, down underneath. Touched last by Aaron Richards. .3 seconds left to go in overtime. So Reggie Flores and Greg St. Remy getting into it a little bit.
We're going to have the rumble again. You did a great call on that one. That was fun.
Oh, the last time there was
yeah,
fight? Oh, man. Oh, that was Ayinde Blackman.
Yeah.
You're right. Wow, I totally forgot. I called a boxing match during basketball. So 2 technical fouls that will offset. So here's Alex Ford to inbound. He's got Nicholson L on a catch and shoot. That one just rims out. Kenny Long off to the races, fouled by Nicholson L. Flight in the bonus and shooting 2.
2-possession game. The only objective of this trip is to make it a single possession game. Nothing else matters.
Flight need to make their free throws, though. They've been missing all game long.
There's multiple ways you can make this happen, but somehow, some way, this has to be a single point possession game if you're the Flight. Jesse's doing his hungry dance.
Yeah, it's not a good dance either. Usually I shake my hips, but at this point it's just the legs. They're trembling.
And facial expressions. There's a whole lot that goes into it.
A lot that goes into it. .115 to 110. Long at the line now. Played for the Claremont Crocs, and now here he is with the Florida Flight this year. So he makes the first one.
Now, if you make this shot, what you do after really matters. Do you transition into a press? Do you try to
the Flight's full court press is good, though.
Yeah. Do you want to put them in a situation where they have to turn it over quick or make a turnover, or just play a little too fast for their comfort? Or do you sit back in the defense because you have 42 seconds? And obviously they elect to press.
Alex Ford to the left side, Padilla. Or excuse me, that's Elwise. Cross court, St. Remy. Now taking his time. St. Remy, catch and shoot, 3. Off the mark, Nicholson L gives them more life. Padilla inside for 2. And an immediate timeout by Coach Mark King. His team trailing by 5. 17.5 seconds left to go as we take a timeout on the floor. Could be the last one of the game, but I said that last time, so we will see when we return.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
Now we're back here for more gameplay. 117 to 112 is the score. Alongside Jerry Pettit, Alvin Elvey, I'm Jesse O. We've been here with you all day long. Richards lost that one, and it's going back the other way.
Game, set, match.
Shot clock is off. 11.4 seconds left to go. And another full timeout on the floor with a 5-point game.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
A 5-point game. All the Pride have to do is inbound it. Up top, left side, here's Ford. And the flight did not foul with a lot of time left on the clock, and that's kind of how you bury yourself in the dirt.
Now the game's over.
Yep.
Because there was enough time for you to get a quick foul, you know, hit a quick three. Like, there was some heroics that could be made. I don't even think T-Mac could do this one. Actually, that might be cap.
Ford. Free throw is good. So Alex Ford keeps talking. He's like the Draymond Green of their team. And he bricked the free throw anyways. And another timeout taken on the floor with 4.3 seconds left to go. You know what, Jerry? Let's just bring it into me and Alvin. Why not? We're having fun here. As we come in a 118 to 112 game, 4.3 seconds left to go. Alvin, is it over for the flight?
Seemingly so, but you know, it's sports. Nothing's for certain. But you know, when you miss the opportunity early on to create that foul and get this whole situation going on with more time on the clock, it hurts. But really, it all stemmed from that run rebound by Nicholson L. If you get that rebound, this could be a whole completely different game. But unable to capitalize on that opportunity, unable to capitalize on that opportunity, and in the entirety of the overtime, they've been unable to capitalize on a plethora of opportunities, and that's spiraled to where we're at now.
So, in the flight, have just had problems inbounding the ball, right?
It's turnovers in all facets. They had problems inbounding the ball, but then when they've inbounded the ball, they've still turned the ball over somehow. So that has been the heartbreak for the flight in this overtime.
Winfrey going to his left, off to the left side, game over. 118 to 112 is the score, as we will bring you back to courtside. And Alvin, we're going to keep this quick. We just dissected, a few of the flight's problems there. Who is your player of the game?
I got to go with Padilla. He carried them offensively for the entirety of the second half, made some elite shots for the entirety of the game. He put it on a show, and I think he's the player of the game.
Padilla had 19 points. Alex Ford finishes with 22. He was stellar as well. Where do the flight go from here? How do they get better as they drop below 500 again?
Well, they've done a good job of playing good basketball for 4 quarters. Now, when they get to overtime, they just have to stick with it. The game's not over until it's over. Take care of the basketball, and really, if they take care of the basketball in overtime, this is a different game. So, good game overall, but then taking care of the basketball still shot him in the foot.
118 to 112 is the final score of this one. For everyone that helps make these broadcasts possible, for our amazing, beautiful, fantastic producer, Jerry Pettit, and for Alvin Delvey, I'm Jesse O saying good night here. The flight, now under 500, are at 4-5, and the Pride back in the playoff position again in the 4th place spot. They are now 5-4. As we wrap up our game of the week, we'll see you again in 2 weeks. We have next week off, and we'll be right back here to bring you a lot more basketball in the Florida Basketball Association. Good night.